Now with Gura, I'm very interested to see this. Again, Twitter is going nuts as always. Who would have guessed this from Twitter? But before we get into that and take a look more into the situation, if you could take a second just to like this video, I'd highly appreciate that. And also sub to the channel if you want to look at more reacts. When you come in the app with us live, you're free to come by my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Shadley. Now, let's get into it. I'm interested.
Hey, what's up, guys? Up here.
Hello.
So Hololive's been cooking up a lot of cool projects recently,
Hello.
but I don't think anything is quite as unique as what they launched a few days ago. So about a month ago, Hololive and Cover Corp announced a collaboration with the Major League Baseball team, the Los Angeles Dodgers. Now, this is pretty crazy, right? Seeing a VTuber group, in this case, Pecora, Suisse, and Gura.
There is nothing, you will never convince me VTuber working with sport. Like, I don't understand the correlation at all. It's crazy to me to see VTubers being advertised around sporting events. Like, this is insane.
Collaborating
they look cool
with
as hell, though.
They
look cool. They look cool.
Now, at the end of the video, I'll get into all the nerd baseball stuff and explain
so
why
different.
I think
it's like two different universes.
Collabs I've seen in a hot minute. But let's begin right here on the main page of the Los Angeles Dodgers website. This is on their front page for some time. That's crazy. Really cool to see. Like, I don't care if you're a Hololive fan
that is
or not.
Cool.
That's a pretty crazy setup right here. But for the actual events itself, this took place a few days ago, and they had a breakdown of everything going on. They had the play ball announcement, taking out to the ball game performance, a hype video, a night drone show, and a photo spot with life-sized cutouts.
Imagine just being 50 years old, taking his kids to baseball game, and they're just like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, the boomers don't know what the fuck a VTuber is. They don't even know what anime is.
Entering the game, this was the scene. Hololive night, right up on the bright lights there, even up on the Jumbotron. Pretty cool stuff. A lot of people were turning out, including a lot of
That's crazy.
Giga Chads supporting their Oshis. You can see this right here with the light sticks and everything. It was a really surreal event to see people repping their Hololive merch and going to this game. And yeah, so here was the first event. It was Pecora, Gura, and Suisse announcing the beginning of the game, Let's Play Ball. And this is something that I don't think anyone ever expected to see. I mean, this is pretty surreal. As this person said, as a lifelong Dodger fan and a longtime Hololive fan, this is surreal.
That is crazy to me, the fact that they're like commentating a baseball game as VTubers. This is insane that this just happened. Man, this could be the future. This is insane. When people tell you it's too late to be a VTuber, just remember VTubing has not even begun. The transition of where VTubers are going, it has not even begun yet. And that's the one thing I'm going to talk about VTubing in the future. Holy shit.
Fan and a lifelong baseball fan as well. I never expected this crossover.
That is crazy.
And, you know, this stadium's filled with tens of thousands of people. This is a very historically...
Can you imagine that future sports game? You just have a VTuber commentating.
Currently relevant franchise. It is insane that they got this collaboration and were such an involved part of hyping up this game. And of course, the next spot was Gura singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
Wow.
Which was very adorable, but I don't know if I can play this with copyright. I don't know if that works here, but anyways, you can look it up for yourself. It's definitely
40,000 likes on Twitter.
But of course, there was a little bit of drama with this collaboration, at least on Twitter, because people seeing someone having a good time with this collaboration, miserable people were attracted like flies on...
I don't know. Has there ever been a big thing happening and Twitter don't go crazy about it? Like, I feel like anything happening in the world, there will be a big Twitter mob that will have some kind of wild take on it.
Doo-doo. So here is one tweet with 34,000 likes with a screen cap of Gura singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game, saying we need to do something about the weeb problem. It's not okay what they're doing.
Yeah, how dare they do that?
By the cute shark. Now, I think this whole thing is funny. Like, the crossover
how dare the weebs do this?
Hololive fans and really just
come into our sport.
Like, let's be honest, most people
gotta take our game away. We don't like it.
Around the realm of normies, right? And I have these like funny scenarios in mind. Like, I feel like a lot of people were genuinely confused
America's being infested by weebs.
As popular as you think VTubers are, they're not that popular. They're not that mainstream where the average person walking down the street knows about VTubers or even knows about Hololive, for example, right? So I can imagine a scenario where, you know, you're at the game with like your dad or your uncle or something, or some like old boomer, and he's like 5 or 6 beers deep, and he's looking up at the Jumbotron as some cute virtual shark is singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." It was probably a very surreal experience, but if anyone gets exposure to this and wants
I think that in some sort of way I can like, it is not like a old man or a beefy hairy dude. It's like this cute little shark anime girl's like on screen, but she's singing. Isn't that like the point of like who's singing? Do you always need to see a big hairy man every single time someone sings? No, like, I mean, isn't this adorable? This is adorable. I can understand like there could be like a little bit weird because this is a universe they don't even know. They have never seen this before. They have no fucking clue how big anime or VTubers are at all. So whenever they see this, they enter their world, they're like, what the fuck? What is going on?
To know more and dives deeper into VTubers and Hololive, that's mission accomplished. But there was also the night show here, which was absolutely insane. They used drones for this.
That is cool.
There's a lot of really crazy pictures. They did this at the end of the game, and yeah, it was pretty impressive. The drone shows these days that various entities, including the Dodgers, do are absolutely insane. But on top of that, there were some cutouts that people could go up and take photos with. And I saw this Reddit post that people are sharing around. It says, "Excuse me to the people of Los Angeles. Are you okay with this?" And this comment says, "Middle girl has a fish up her ass." Honestly, I don't know if you want to ask Hololive fans if they're okay with this, because I
want to tell you right now, there's no normies watching this. Who gives a fucking fly anyways? I'm a VTuber, so these people are gonna have fun, because in a couple years, I'm telling you, in 5 to 10 years, VTubers are gonna be everywhere. You're gonna have them everywhere. Just you fucking wait. Just you wait. You're a VTuber? Oh my god. Nah, that's me. I look like this in real life. I look like this in real life. I'm an alien.
Probably give you an answer that would scar you.
You're gonna see it in advertising. You're seeing it now in sports. You're gonna start seeing it in games. You're gonna see it around, like in concerts and everywhere. They are gonna be everywhere. It's already happening in East Asia. It's happening a lot in East Asia, and the West is slowly being taken over by it as well. Just you wait.
Life, but hey, that's just being
VTuber
cultured.
world domination. VTuber is the most convenient and easiest way of advertisements. They can be everywhere. They can be in Los Angeles and suddenly in England. They never age, and they always have this idle perception of them. They will transition to future marketing in every sort of way. Big VTubers will be the new celebrity replacements. Celebrities will never be replaced, but VTubers will set themselves as a grounded part on it. Just you wait a couple years, the more it established, the more it gets through. So these people, they're trying to say, get this weeb shit out of, I don't want no goddamn weebs. Like, all of those people, you're gonna be through an awakening in 5 to 10 years.
One other controversy, and it had to do with some of the merch. So let's begin with this post right here.
I just discovered a VTuber like last month. Where was I? Yeah, I mean, this gonna be, more people are discovering with time. It's still a niche. It is VTubing. As big as it is for some VTuber fans out there, VTubing is still a big niche. It is a niche. But it's not a niche in other places in the world. But just you wait in a bit, it will start being developed and being further expanded on in the world, and more people will know about it.
2 @Dodgers collaborating with #HololiveDodgers. This has been the worst first-time experience at your game. I wanted to show support, but I waited all day from 5 p.m. to currently now almost 10 p.m. for Hololive merch shirts.
Not in my America.
Buying beyond 2 items, likely scalpers. And that is the thing that really pisses me off and pisses off a lot of people, because as soon as this game started and as soon as the merch was being sold, people were reselling them online.
Holy shit, that's a lot of money.
They basically just buy these things for their own financial gain. These people are not trying to liberate Hololive fans and spread this merch out beyond just the Dodger Stadium. They are doing this for selfish reasons. They're going up to the booth, buying as much merch as they are allowed and then reselling it for their own profit.
Smart.
These people are scum. Scalpers in this situation are scum.
That is really scummy. Like, that's an asshole move, but that's smart still because people buy it. If people didn't buy it, then people wouldn't do it.
Some people who actually attended the game and wanted to get merch were either left in line forever.
They should limit 1 to 2 pieces per person. I highly agree. They should. You shouldn't be allowed to buy like all of it. It's just stupid.
The people like this, or they didn't even get merch at all, and that sucks. And I don't know how you really curate that other than putting limits on things, but still,
limits.
Scalpers
That's the only way.
Trash.
To fight scalpers.
And of course, that was one little bump in the road, but overall, this was a crazy event. You can see the man in charge here saying, "Thank you for coming to #HololiveDodgers."
That's crazy.
I hope the fans enjoyed it. It was a great game. And of course, the Dodgers won. Now, there's a lot to unpack here, okay? I saw an article that I actually thought was really good. I know we crap on journalists all the time on this channel, but
Los Angeles Times. So you're telling me is Los Angeles Times is the same as Times Magazine? You're telling me Gura was on Times Magazine? No, they're two different. Okay, I don't know how big this is. Is this big? Is Los Angeles Times big at all? Times Magazine is New York. Thank you. I didn't know that. It's different. Okay.
Give credit where credit is due. The Los Angeles Times released a good article about this situation, exploring an area that's probably out of their comfort zone and giving a good analysis of what's going on with this collaboration. And this collaboration also raises a lot of secondary conversations about VTubing going into a more mainstream setting, which is...
It's happening. It's slowly happening, and VTubers will be that. It will be the next form of advertisements. As anything else, it's the new best form of advertisement. Look how good that game did. Like, just generally, you will see this more and more as you go on, as more games become popular, as more CGI goes into movies, and movies try to find new ways of advertising them. You will have VTubing inclusion in many more forms of media than ever as further we go in time, because VTubing is, again, the easiest, the best way, and literally the future of advertisement when it comes to celebrity advertisements.
Something that a lot of people are excited about, and also
imagine selling a shampoo with VTubers. Probably. How do you think Gura got her beautiful luscious hair, huh?
It brings in new people who are not familiar with the medium, and as always, gatekeeping is always a very important thing when your hobby starts going more mainstream. But overall, you could see this going into more opportunities.
They're pure white hair, man. I'm not selling it until they give me a sponsorship, you know. Then I'll tell you about it. Then I'll tell you about my hair routine.
Collaboration in any way benefited the Los Angeles Dodgers, especially in terms of revenue. They would like to do stuff like that again, or another team would. And I've actually heard, I think some minor league
that bag, man.
have also done collaborations with some VTubers. And also on top of that, I want to praise this collaboration. This is kind of the nerd baseball talk here, but like, this collaboration makes so much sense. When you look at the Niji Sanji collaboration with the NBA, a lot of people were scratching their heads. But this was a genius.
No, they both make just as little sense as the other. No, this one didn't make more sense than the other. Niji Sanji working with NBA, Hololive working with the like baseball. None of these make sense, but they do it anyways because it works. It will advertise and it will have like some coloration. Like, listen, this VTubers does not make sense in a sports scene. They're both like so completely different. It's insane, but that doesn't change the fact that it works. It still works and people are interested. People scratch their head, but it works.
Collaboration, because not only does it involve the Los Angeles Dodgers, right? They are a team that is historically relevant. They're one of the most historically relevant teams in the history of Major League Baseball, but they're also currently relevant. They've been to the World Series a couple times over the past couple of years. On top of that, baseball is really popular.
I can't wait to see Yuki on the NBA scene, man. That's gonna I will save that photo somewhere on my PC. If I see Yuki on like an NBA kind of like a field, or like an advertisement field or something like that, dude, I will save that. That sounds insane.
The United States, and it's extremely popular in Japan. And then you look at Los Angeles. It is on the West Coast. It is the closest location to Japan.
Can they
so you have the
reframe
audience
it?
from
Would be that
the
beautiful.
English side and the Japanese side having the closest hub in Major League Baseball. And on top of that, the star player for the Los Angeles Dodgers is Shohei Ohtani, who is a Japanese-born player who recently came to the major leagues in the United States only a few years ago. And he's the star of the team, and obviously he has a huge following of people from Japan who want to see him play. It is a perfect cohesion of everything going on here. It is one of the best and smartest collabs and creative collabs I have seen in a minute, because who would have thought this would work? VTubers in Major League Baseball.
I love it.
But it does work because it's smart and it pays attention to details and it pays attention to what the
I love being a
VTuber. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, that's
enough,
yes, glorifying
Keep it up
for one video. But I appreciate you guys listening. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
I mean, do I have to say anything else? Dude, that is crazy. I would never, ever expect this to happen like so soon. Because I knew these things would happen, but... Baseball? Basketball? NBA? Major League? No. I didn't think this would ever happen in these kind of fields, but they did. This is very interesting, and I wonder how this will evolve in the future in itself, and how soon we'll get into these kind of phases. Because I strongly believe that, again, like I said, I think VTubing has not even begun to be as big as it will be. It has not even begun its phase yet, and it will eventually. But yeah, you tell me what you think. Did you think this was weird? Should this not happen at all? What do you think? Are you happy this happened? Do you like watch this? Did you watch it? Did you watch it? Did you watch it? I'm very excited to see how this evolves in the future. I thought it was funny. I thought it was fun. It doesn't matter. No, was it shocking? Very shocking. I didn't expect this at all. Like sport and VTuber, it doesn't really fit that well together. I don't know. It doesn't ring that big of a bell in my ears. But anyways, what do you think? I'd love to hear what you think. If you can take a second to like this video on YouTube, I appreciate that. Please comment something down below. And also, if you want to like these kind of reactions, feel free to sub to the channel. And if you want to come in the app with us live, feel free to come by my Twitch channel on twitch.tv/Adley. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Peace. Bye-bye.